What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and before we get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers.
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep, that's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we? What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and it's just Jim this week. But no worries, we'll get through it. It's going to be great. It's a pretty awesome week, so let's go ahead and get started. Should I keep this on? I mean, I'd like to keep it on, but like I can't see, and I don't feel like you can see my face. Like you can just see this when I talk, and like that's not cool. Like I guess I could do it here. Yeah, no. Let's take it off. Let's take it off. All right, first up, we've got Daredevil issue number 2. Issue 1 was pretty dang fun, and I liked it a lot. But you know, if there's any negative here, it's this John Romita Jr. cover. He's got to get off these covers. Like we got to be done with John Romita. But the run itself, issue 1 was fantastic. We've got Matt, potentially, regaining his sight as Daredevil, not his sight. He's still blind, but he's fighting demons, which is pretty crazy. So we got he's being a priest. He's fighting demons. I'm digging this run, so I am looking forward to it. But this cover is trash. I'm just saying that right now. It is straight up poo-poo. All right, next up we have The Incredible Hulk, issue number 5 from Philip Kennedy Johnson. We don't have our boy Nick Klein on the art, but that's okay. The backup artist is doing actually a pretty good job keeping the horror feel and vibe to the book. But we've got this crazy butthole monster that we're fighting, and issue 4 was really good. So to kind of lead into that action here and fight this swamp, I mean, it quite literally looks like a butthole monster. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, go back and look at issue number 4. But this has been super fun. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, even though there's another book on here. This is a potential pick of the week, but we all know what my pick of the week is going to be this week, but we'll get to it. But Incredible Hulk has been fantastic, and we'll just see how it goes. It's been a lot of fun. The artwork has been super great. Philip Kennedy Johnson is firing on all cylinders on here. He's doing a great job with this horror theme of Hulk, which is a standard theme throughout Hulk, but he's doing a really good job with it. So looking forward to this issue. After that, we have Invincible Iron Man issue number 11, part of the Fall of X from Gary Jerry. We know that the end of Krakoa is coming very soon, probably into next year. But, this has been fun. It's very interesting to see the dynamic between Tony and Emma. I kind of wish it was a little bit more romantic, but I think that plot point is there. It's just not as prevalent as I would like it to be. But there is a hint of slice of life, but it looks like Tony's really positioning himself to be a major player in the Hellfire group here, and they pulled a major move on Fei Long in the last issue where Emma played around in his brain. So let's see where that goes continuing with this, but I'm really hoping that Tony sticks around with the mutants after even the fall. I think he fits really well with Emma. I really do like it, and that's saying something when I'm like a big Hellcat Tony shipper. So let's keep it going. Next up, we have Moon Knight, issue number 28, the last days of Moon Knight. Black Spectre here, about to pull off some apocalyptic event. We got both of our Moon Knights here, getting ready to try to stop him. We know it's probably not going to work, and they're going to dive into the very end of this run. But this has been a fantastic run from McKay. We've been having a lot of fun with it, me and Nate. It's also made it's made picks of the week before on the show. I wouldn't put it past it this week for October 18th, but I've really enjoyed the Moon Knight run, and I don't want to see it go anywhere. I won't lie right there. I don't want to see it go anywhere, and so hopefully it sticks around for a little bit longer. But if it concluded with this arc, I wouldn't necessarily be upset. I just hate the fact that it wouldn't be on my pull, but it's been really good, super fun run. All right, next up we have Scarlet Witch, issue number 9 from Steve Orlando. This one has been interesting. We're dealing with the Magneto and his clone. Looks like we're kind of diving deeper into that with this. We know that Magneto is going to be resurrected. It's going to be told by Al Ewing, so maybe we'll see some spotlights of that in this run. We'll have to wait and see. It's been teased that way, but I think it's been more of a red herring rather than an actual plot point. But it has been fun. I think this Scarlet Witch run, I think I've said this before on the show, is a very underrated run. So if you're not reading Scarlet Witch, man, pick it up and trade. It's been fantastic. Steve Orlando has got some chops. I think he's doing a really good job. I really loved his New Mutants, and I've been loving the Scarlet Witch. I know he's gonna, into the new year, we're getting a Quicksilver Scarlet Witch run, so I think that'll just kind of be like a new #1, but basically the same story. Which I'm, say what you will about the renumbering and retitling, this is still going to be fun. I've been enjoying this run thoroughly. All right, let's talk about my actual potential pick of the week, and that is Sensational She-Hulk issue #1 from Rainbow Rowell. I have been waiting so long and patiently for this run to open up and get on board onto my pool, and I cannot wait for this run. Rainbow Rowell has just been killing it with She-Hulk, and I just I can't say enough about how good it is. And so I'm really happy that it's going to be back on the run, back on the pull list. And I can't wait to see where Jen and her friends are and what she's got in store. I can't wait to see the Jack of Hearts storyline, how that continues. And I don't know, man. I really do like the Sensational put on top of it. I think that's really fun. Does it bug me that it's getting renumbered? Yes, but the fact that it's back, I can look past that. So cannot wait for this. This is probably the first book I'm going to read. Honestly, I'm not going to read in order. I'm going to read this first for sure. Yo, I'm interrupting the video. I got to talk about our 950 subscriber goal giveaway. We are so close to hitting 950 subscribers, and when we do, we're giving away something really kick-ass. When we hit 950 subscribers, we're giving away this CBCS graded 9.8 King in Black #5 Ryan's Segment spoiler variant. So when we hit 950 subscribers, we're giving this bad boy away. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. Let's get back to the video. All right, let's jump over to DC with World's Finest issue #20, Return to Kingdom Come. This is a pretty big deal. Mark Waid has been doing a lot of retconning within the timeline of DC Comics, and he's been doing it really well with this World's Finest book. So to see what happens here, us going back to the Kingdom Come storyline, I haven't really read any of that. I'm going to have to do some back issue reading or some Wikipedia page reading so I can be a little bit more familiar with this little storyline. I know that it's pretty damn epic and that it's actually being used, from my understanding. James Gunn is going to actually use some of the Kingdom Come storylines in the new DCEU stuff, so that remains to be seen. But it sounds interesting. But I'm super stoked on this. I will even say it potential pick of the week, even though I just talked about She-Hulk. But this has been super fun, and we got Dan Moore on the artwork. What else can you ask for? This is going to be a great book. I can't wait. Next up, we have Catwoman, issue #58. We're reading this because of the Gotham War involvement. The previous Catwoman issue was freaking fire. I think Tini Howard did a great job of keeping the tone that Chip Zdarsky has set in his Batman book. And this whole little mini event, the Gotham War event within the Bat books, has been really fun. And I think this is the way events should be done at DC, rather than just stopping the presses and stopping every main book to run a horrible horror event in the middle of summer. Do it like this. Just have little mini events, self-contained within 2 or 3 different books, and just have fun with it. And I think that's what they're doing here. It's been a lot of fun, and Batman is off the rails. He's lost his moral compass, or he feels like he has. His moral compass might be just set too high. And so Catwoman's trying to try to free him of that. She knows something's up, and I think the rest of the Bat family does too. And so we'll see if we'll get any resolvement here within this issue, but very excited to read this book. It's going to be a great week. I feel like I've said that a lot this week, and I'm super, I think that's valid. It's a valid tone, valid thing to say. I don't know what I'm saying. I want to move on. All right, next up we have Nightwing, issue #107. I'm not going to lie, here's the first kind of negative, which is crazy to say because it's a Tom Taylor book, but this whole swashbuckler pirate missing treasure thing, it just doesn't. And I know Nate loved the beginning of this arc, but I am not really digging it. It feels kind of lost. It feels kind of out of place. But who knows? Maybe this issue, maybe 107 will turn the tide for me. But this lost treasure that he doesn't know anything about, but his previous self put. I'm just so lost. So hopefully, this issue can get us back on track, and I can feel at home again with Tom Taylor's Nightwing. All right, next up, it's Superman issue number 7, an oversized issue. So we got a $6 issue, number 850 anniversary issue. The previous issue was really good. We had a new artist, which actually felt pretty in sync with the previous artist. Not necessarily the same style, but it felt fluid. It felt good. It felt natural to the writing. So hopefully that'll continue here. I'm sure we'll get a lot of mini stories here as well that won't necessarily placate to the main storyline that we're telling in this book, but that's to be expected with these oversized anniversary issues. I'll deal with it. But overall, Williamson has been kicking ass with Superman, and interested to see where we go with this new villain. Hopefully, we get at least a little bit of it before we get into the side stories. All right, let's jump over to Independence. We're going to kick it off with Boom Studios Grimm, issue number 14. We're nearing the end, I believe, of the story arc. Jessica is getting close to fighting, the powers that be that are trying to take over her job now as Death. And, the last issue was a little weird. I thought it was good, but it didn't feel quite like it fit in place with everything. Kind of like what we did with Nightwing. It kind of felt a little bit out of place. It was enjoyable, but it was just kind of weird. So hopefully we can, again, get back on track here. I'm really loving this homage cover to World War II, and I think I can't remember the name of the character, the Riveter, Betty the Riveter, I believe it is. I'm digging that. So I really love this cover. I might even say cover of the week if I didn't see that Kingdom Come cover. But anyway, loving Grimm. If you're not reading it, you really are missing out from Stephanie Phillips. She's doing a great job on Grimm. All right, our last book of the night is Swan Songs issue number 4. This has been Nate's consistent pick of the week every time this book comes up on the pool. So I don't have much to say about it all outside of it. Kind of hits home for him pretty hard. Deep in the feels, kind of more of a realistic horror rather than kind of supernatural. It's dealing with some real life shit. So I wouldn't expect anything but potential or pick of the week from Nate on this book. So, we'll see how it goes when we get to Sunday's live show. But he can't say anything but good things about this series. This is a good book for him. All right, that's going to do it for this new Comic Book Day video for the week of October 18th. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you going to read first? And what's your potential pick of the week? Let us know. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It'd be much appreciated as we're trying to hit 950 subscribers, and we're getting really, really close. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Catch us live this Sunday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll talk about all these books and more. Probably even talk about a little bit of anime. We can talk about some Evangelion with Nate because he's finally finished that series. And we'll just have a silly goose time. So make sure to catch us live here on YouTube this Sunday. As always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Later.